Hello my precious jewels, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Julie, and if you like makeup tutorials, makeup hauls, makeup reviews, first impressions, and all things beauty, then you come to the right channel. In today's video, I am doing a full demonstration of the Danessa Myricks Colorfix multi-use sticks. I have 7 shades of these sticks, and we're going to be using them on the eyes, lips, and cheeks to see how they wear. Like, are they really everything that they're claiming to be? Are they really for the eyes? Are they really for the cheeks? Are they really for the lips? If you love Danessa Myricks, please give the video a thumbs up. If you love this channel and you've been here before and you have not subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe. I have 7 shades to choose from, guys, and I have no idea where I want to start. I'm going to try to use as many of the shades as I have for this look. It may not be all of them, but I will get a chance to show you what most of them do. Okay, so we're going to see if they work better without a shadow under them or with a shadow under them. How's the color payoff if you do it by itself? Now, with every shadow, I always use a base. Like, I always carve out my brows and use a base. So I didn't want to cheat and be like, oh no, we're not going to use that. I never put shadows on my bare skin because I have super oily skin. So I'm just going to pick one and I'm going to get started and go from there. So I have duos 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. Let me just go over quickly the component. So these are $38. This is just for the people that did not see my last video. If you didn't see the last video, please go back and watch. I give more specs on the actual component, but this is $38. They have 10 shades. One side is metallic and one side is foiled. This is called the Freedom System. It has a magnet on one end of the component, so it can connect to this, which Danessa calls the Freedom System. These are supposed to be easily removed with water. We're going to test that out. And I'm also going to use these on the lips because some of you guys asked, could I swatch them and show what they look like on the lips? So we're definitely going to do that. I'm going to try it on the cheeks. I'm going to use it on the eyes. I'm going to use multiple shades on the eye. This is duo number 4. I don't think I've ever used this one before. So we're going to start with duo number 4. Okay, so one thing about these, there's like a little band that shows the colors on the end. I don't know if you can see that. That shows the color of this side, and this is the metallic, so it shows the color of the metallic. Let's get started. So I'm going to start with the metallic, and I'm going to put it all over the whole eye. This one is duo number 4, and this is shade Apollo that we're going to use. Now, when I did the first video, I already had makeup on, so I just went over it to see what it's going to look like. I know that these have a cooling sensation, and if I remember correctly, she said that you feel a cooling sensation when it goes on. That's why she says you have to feel it to believe it. But once the cooling sensation dries, that means that the product is dry. So we're going to test that out, and we're going to put this on the eye. It feels so cool, and it feels like you're putting a metal applicator on your lid, guys. This is Apollo duo number 4. So with me doing it like this, you'll get to see whether or not you want to pick this shade up or not. This doesn't really show up a lot on my eye from what I can see. I'm going to go over it again. It comes with a nice amount of product in it. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to roll it up. I'm not going to do everything I did in the first video because I really went over the component in detail. But now, to me, this is a nice shade, but it doesn't really do anything for me, if that makes sense. Like, I like something that pops on my eyes. This is definitely a everyday kind of shade where you don't have to do anything but put this on and keep it moving. So that is what it looks like. It does give you a little playtime. It's supposed to stay on all day, even if you have hooded eyes. So it definitely has a shimmer to it. That is what the shade looks like. Let me see. Yeah, actually you can't see anything because it dried down already. There's not supposed to be any fallout with these because of the formula, which is wonderful. So you can do all kind of glimmers and shimmers, and there's not going to be any fallout. Let me just show you how much product you get in the component. It's a nice amount of product. I still think that the Danessa Myricks Colorfix in the tube will last longer because you only need a tiny amount of that. What that shade looks like, that is Apollo. And now we're going to go on to the other side, which is Artemis. So this has a nice amount of shimmer in it. I don't know if you can see that that metallic had a nice amount of shimmer in it. Can you see it? I'm not sure, but that looks, it looks pretty, but it just looks like every day. Now, she said that metallics, you're supposed to swipe, and the foils you're supposed to tap. So we're going to tap this on the eye and see. Oh, now that is gorgeous. It definitely wakes up that shadow. I love that. Now I don't know if you see the amount of shimmer that I see. And these won't dry out as long as you keep the cap on it. She said make sure that you are snapping the cap shut. So I definitely see a nice amount of shimmer on the lid. It gives a nice, not super scattered look, but just a nice pop. It looks a little bit different than the other side. Like you see the gold color, but I don't see much difference in, yeah, I don't see much difference. It has a little more shimmer, but it's not really making a major difference from what I could see on this side. Now maybe it might be different once I'm looking at it from the other angle, but from what I see, and it's not moving, it's definitely not coming off. That's it. You see like a little bit of the sparkles coming off, but nothing major. Like it's definitely set on your eye. So I think this would be wonderful for people that have hooded eyes and you have a lot of products that like leave your eye. Once you put it in a certain spot, you crease or you sweat in your eyes. I think this will work really nice for you. Let's try another shade. One thing about these shadows, they're not super deep in shade, but I think that she's going to be coming out with more shades. So let's try this one. This one is Duo number 8. We're going to try Draco. It's a beautiful blue shade. I'm going to put it on an end over here. I'm definitely going to be letting you know at the end of this video, are these shadows worth it? Like, do you need every shade? Yeah, I'm going to put some more of this on. I'm putting a little more pressure on it this time. I don't really want to get the color payoff. And this is the purple shade that's on the other side. This is the foil on the other side called Meteorite. We're going to put a little bit of this one in the center. That is a beautiful shade. And I don't even think I showed you guys the shades. I'm going to have to go back and show them. I definitely see the purple. It's gorgeous. So we're going to do exactly the same thing, but we're going to put a shadow on under it just so we can get a good understanding of, does it show up better if you have a shadow on under it? Because we have a base on it, but we don't have a shadow. Let me just show you the other shade. That was the Draco. That was Draco because I didn't show it. This was Meteorite. This one was Artemis from Duo 4. And we have Apollo from Duo 4. So being that I have this Danessa Myricks Freedom palette, this was one of her most recent palettes that she came out with. Let's see if one of these shades, we can put it on the lid and see how it goes. Let's do this color right here because I think everything will show up. I'm just going to blend out the lid. I'm going to take this brush. This is the Sigma E35 tapered blending brush. And what better shadow to use than one of Danessa Myricks shadows. This brush is clean, guys. And it's so funny because I'm using this shade and it's coming out, I'm looking like I see a lavender undertone. Now maybe I'm not, but that's what I see. And this is supposed to be like a brown shade. It's called Moon Dust. We're going to use those same two Colorfix Stix, Duo 4 and Duo 2. Now that we have the shadow on, we're going to test it and see. So we're going to start the same way that we did with Duo number 4. We're going to put the metallic on first, which is Apollo. You have to just twist it up a little bit. You don't need to put too much. I'm putting it on the whole lid because that's what I did on the other eye. Now, do we feel like we see more of this showing up? I think we do. Already, I see a difference in the way the color is showing up on the eye. That's just what I see. I see it better. It definitely shows up better on a shadow. You can wear it on your eye, but look at the difference in here and here. Just the color payoff is different. Now I'm going to put the foil on top of it and see what it does. Oh yeah. It definitely makes a difference. That shadow makes it pop. Do you see the difference? Definitely makes a difference. So basically it's just about the way you want to wear it. Like, do you want to have a beaming eye or if you want to have a more subdued eye? It makes sense that it would show up with something to like adhere to and really, you know, contrast to. So I like that. Okay, so let's go into the next duo. We're gonna put the blue in the same spot that we put this blue. That's the metallic. This is the one that you swipe, the metallic. And now we're going to take the purple, which is the foil, which is called Meteorite, and we're going to put it on the center of the lid. See the difference? It's definitely showing up more. Okay, so I was going to get some micellar water to clean it off, but being that she said it comes off with water, let's see. I have a paper towel and I have my water that I've been drinking. So I'm going to put a little bit here. Ooh. Let's see. And let's see if it comes off. Look at how amazing that is. Like, it's really coming off. So you don't have to use like a makeup remover, just water. Now, you know you can't do that with any other sparkly shadow. It will be all over your face. Look at that. Okay, very nice. I'm excited. I'm gonna put a little bit of cream under my eyes. This is Tatcha, the water cream. And it looks like I'm going hard under my eyes, but I'm not. So I'm gonna put a little bit of her blurring on powder and Universal on. I already have moisturizer on. Let's use the Universal Radiant because I don't use that one that often. So let's use that. This is the new one. That's what it looks like. It doesn't have the same smell. I know this is not like a review for this, but either my nose is stopped up. It doesn't have as strong of a smell as the Universal that's not radiant. You definitely see the radiance though. There's definitely a glow that it puts on the skin, which is wonderful. It's a little creamier, like under the Blur and Bond powder. If you use the foundation, which you really don't need both, but you can because they made out of the same ingredients. So if you put in the Blur and Bond powder, like I don't usually put a primer under it because it already is a primer. I put a little bit on my forehead. I love the smell of Upsolite. I can't help it. I just love the smell of it. I'm just going to take this brush with the shadow on it and just kind of try to blend it out to give it just a little more of a rounded look like we have with the other eye. You know I love my Danessa Myricks line work pen. It's the best liner out there to me. If you guys do not have this liner and you like to do like a wing liner or like a cat eye, we want our skin to look good. I'm going to put some of this Juice Boost on by Danessa Myricks. I might as well do the whole face for you guys. I'm going to be quick though. I'm not going to talk through the whole thing. I'm going to speed through it just so you can see what I'm doing. I love the smell of this too. It has a clean floral smell. It smells nice. I never realized the amount of hydration that this product actually gives to the skin. Because I used to be like, my skin is always dry when I put the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Powder on it. But then when I watch her channel, they always put the Juice Boost on. And if you look at it, it does add a nice amount of glow to the skin. So I was like, oh, let me try it. We're going to use this Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum foundation. I don't pull it out as much as I used to since she came out with the Yummy Skin tint, which is one of my favorites. This is shade 22N. That's the shade we're going to use. It feels like nothing going on the skin. It's beautiful. It's got more coverage than the skin tint, but it's beautiful on the skin. Look how beautiful that shade is. It's very lightweight going on. Very dewy. I'm going to put a little bit more on. Okay, I have 3 shades of her concealer. I have shades 13, 14, and 15. We're going to put 15 on first and probably 13 because I want to have a little brightness under the eye. This is more of a warmer tone. This one is more cool tone. This is 14. It's supposed to be self-setting. I'm going to go in and blend. This is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Brush 3.0 for concealer. She has a larger one, a foundation brush, but I think it's behind me with the rest of those brushes up there. I'm going to go into shade 13 and put a little bit here. So it looks like the odd numbers are a little warmer and the even numbers are cooler. And I can't remember if that is what she said when she first came out with the concealer last summer. That's how it is appearing to look. I'm going to go into this blush right here. This is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Flushed Blush in the shade Grape Soda on my cheeks. And then I'm going to go into, I think I tried this one time. So let's see. I'm using this because I was like, we used the purple glitter. So let's put this on. This is so pretty. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous. And it's so pigmented. Like, I could take some of the blush off of this side and put on this side. Now, I don't know how this purple blush is going to look with this red hair, but I guess we're going to see today. So to me, like, it doesn't even look like I need to add, like, I don't need to dip again. Do you see that? Because it looks like that was enough blush for both sides. I'm going to take this brush and just go over the edges. I'm going to tap this out, and then I'm going to put some bronzer on. I'm going to go back into these two sticks. So this right here is another duo. This is duo number 2. So it has this shade, which is like a goldy kind of color. I'm going to tell you, this is called Twilight Gleam. I know that's going to be our inner corner color. That's what I think. That is the foil. And this one is the metallic. I think I'm going to put this one under the eye. So let's do that. I'm going to take this little brush right here. And I'm just going to go and see how it shows up. So that's probably like 5 swipes of this. I feel like you can't even see that. It's not really dark enough. If I go in with this stick. Let's do this side. And the reason why I'm using this shade is because even though I have 7 of the shades are not dark shades. I just really want to show you what we can and cannot do with these, because it doesn't really show up like that. I'm going to go into this Groundwork palette, and I'm going to take this yellow shade right here and put it in the Waterline. When I went into the bathroom to look at the light, then I could see these really do sparkle. They sparkle a lot. So I don't know what you guys can see from your end, but they really do sparkle a lot. I'm going to put some bronzer on. This is Danessa Myricks bronzer. Cream bronzer in Deep 2. That's what the shade looks like. I'm going to put this on. And then we're going to try some of these on our cheeks, set and not set. So on top of the creams and then not on top of the creams. So we can see how it works best. Let's try this purple shade. This is a metallic. Let's put the metallic on the cheeks and see how it looks. It doesn't feel like it is. It doesn't feel like it's lifting up my product on my face, if you guys could see that. I'm going to use a different shade because you really can't see what it's doing. This is the purple shade called Orion Nebula. I don't know if I see any shimmer or anything. Let's try Twilight Gleam, which is the foil. Let's see. Okay. So the foil is definitely what you would use to highlight your cheeks because, oh, so see how, I don't think this was the one from the other night. It could have been. It's like a rubbery formula. See how it kind of broke up? I'm going to put this on this side and see what happens. But it wasn't like I was putting too much pressure on it. So I don't know what it is. But this is I'm not sure if this is the same one from the other night. See how it just, it definitely sparkles. And they say it's for the cheeks, and I guess it probably is. I have to see it in another light because from what I'm seeing right now, you definitely have to tap it out. I see something. I feel like it's not making me happy. I'm sure that there's a learning curve to this. We know that it does work on the cheeks wet, but we're gonna go on top of it once I powder down because I want to see what it's like set. But that's what we got so far. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna use this Danessa Myricks Evolution powder in shade 2 because I want to try to get, ooh, oh my gosh, a little brightness. This is what the color looks like. The fan is definitely making my powder blow. I'll put it back there because it's really doing too much. It's blowing everywhere. I love this powder. A lot of people don't talk about it. It's so good. I've been using it probably at least for 3 years. At least. I've been using it since I started using Danessa Myricks products. I'm going to set around the mouth with this. This is shade 2.5. This powder is very oil controlling. I'm going to go into shade number 4. So I'm just setting everything that it's sticky on my face. Which is every area that I did not put powder on. Now, I would love for Danessa Myricks to come out with a pressed powder because I love a good pressed powder. So you can still see the sparkle. Like, you can still see the highlight with the powder on. So, okay. So, it's definitely doing what she said it would do. It works on the cheeks. I'm going to take this shadow that we used, and I'm just going to go under the eye with it. I feel like it's not deep enough. That was the Moon Dust shade, this one. That I use. I'm gonna set first. Let me do that. Let's spray. This is the Danessa Myricks Set It Forever Mist. It's a very mattifying spray. It's good for the summer. Your makeup will last all day. I don't know why they don't sell this on Sephora.com. They only sell it on her website, which is maybe how she wants it. I don't know. She has a dewy spray and she has this one. Guys, I forgot to do one thing, which was put my powder on. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this powder on. Yeah, I meant to do that to set my face. I like to put a pressed powder on just to give everything a uniform look, and I forgot to do it. This is not Danessa Myricks Flower Beauty. Danessa Myricks does not have a pressed powder that I know of. I'm gonna go back into this Groundwork palette again. I'm gonna try to powder and see. This is supposed to be waterproof. This is the shade Sandstone. I'm gonna show you what it looks like in a second. I like to have something, just a little bit of brightness. That was the shade that I used in the Waterline. I'm gonna put some mascara on. This is the Maybelline Bubble mascara. I'm gonna take this Groundwork palette and I'm gonna use this shade Chiseled. No, this shade Bark. I'm gonna see if it'll work as my bronzer. I'm gonna use this little brush right here. Oh, wait, which one? Okay, I'm gonna use Harvest and see if Harvest shows up. Okay, it is showing up. I'm just gonna use this small brush to get in it, and then I'm gonna use the bigger brush to blend it out because I feel like you could see it. I don't want it to dry down because I think that it's, oops, I think it's set. So let me see. I don't know if it shows up enough, guys. I don't know. Now, I guess it would be a nice shade for a bronzer, but it's hard to get it. This is the shade Harvest. So it actually shows up deeper than what it looks like in the pan, which is good. It's definitely there. I'm gonna take the same brush that we blended that out with and just put this light shade. I'm gonna tap this down with the center of my nose. This is the same shade Sandstone. And I'm gonna take a little bit of this powder and just go under here with it. I need something to brighten up under my eyes. Now, one thing I can say about this powder, if she uses this same formula as a brightening powder, I could see it working, and I see how it's smoothing out the under eyes. Do you see that? Like, it looks so good under the eyes. I never would have thought that. Like, I feel like I need more. Okay, I'm taking it into the next one. But I really feel like this is nice under the eye, guys. Do you see this? how smooth the under eye is looking? I want it to be brighter though. Like it's not giving me brightness. I don't want to put too much powder under the eyes if it's not brightening up the under eye. I'm gonna go under the eye with one of the foils. I'm gonna take this foil and a brush. This brush, I'm gonna tap it. Yeah, I feel like I need something to wake up the eye. Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell y'all. So Danessa Myricks said no tools, no rules. So you really don't need any tools when using this product. She said no tools, no rules. So that's what we got so far, guys. I'm gonna take this purple and tap it on. Is that the same purple that we used? I think the other one was the one that we used. This one is like perfect with the grape soda shade. I'm gonna put it on my finger. I'm gonna tap it out like that on my finger, just to show you guys what we could do with it. You know I like highlighter. This is more like not really highlighter. Like I like it though. I think it looks pretty. Look at that. That's really, really pretty. And we're gonna add another foil with this, and really complimentary on top of that grape soda blush. So you definitely can pick too much of this up because look, it gets splotchy. Yeah, it gets a little splotchy. And you know, if you don't tap it out good, once it's there, it's there. Like it's not coming off unless you have to remove it with something. So this is gonna be a pretty galactic look, but I do like it. I think that this is perfect. I feel like the eyes should have been a little more pronounced. Like I feel like we need a little more purple on the eyes. I don't know if this is the same purple. This is, oh it is, meteorite. That is the same purple. Now, from where I'm sitting, it looked like we need more purple. When I went to the bathroom, the lighting was different and the purple, everything was very sparkly. So when we finish with this, I definitely have some thoughts. Twilight Gleam. This is the foil. And I'm going to put this here. Yeah. Yeah, I just want... So this one has like a pinky undertone. I'm going to put a little bit of this on my nose. The tip of my nose. You know I love a good highlight. These are very intense pigments. I think I'm going to go into the purple blush. Is there still some on here? Just a little more of that grape soda blush. You know what we need? An inner corner highlight. Let's see what this metallic looks like in the inner corner. Okay, I'm gonna use the foil from Duo number 1. I think this one is Interstellar. So let's start with the swatches of the lips. It's gonna be quick, and I may just put it up here and show you what the colors look like. I'm gonna start with Duo. This is Duo number 6. That is gorgeous. It is actually gorgeous, and I think I like this. I'm gonna leave this here. Oh my god. I didn't think I was gonna like this. Lip is everything. I'm gonna put a lip liner on. Let me tell you how this feels on the lips. So I'm gonna do a swatch video for the lips, guys, in another video. This is doing too much, and I don't want to have this look come out at me looking clownish because I already feel very galactic, very metallic looking. I'm gonna put some of this Trendsetter on my lips. I'm gonna put a little bit of gloss, but when I tell you that this gold on my lips, oh baby. And I don't even talk like that, but this is wonderful. I'm just gonna get a clear gloss. Now, I don't know if this will last all day, but I love it. I wish I had Danessa Myricks gloss. This is so good. It's not even coming off on the wand, guys. That's how you know it's set down. I'm gonna put some lashes on and I'm gonna be right back to give you guys my thoughts, okay? Okay, guys, so this is what our makeup is looking like. I'm gonna spray this Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Spray just to give a little glow to the skin. I just love the way this makes the makeup look without melting the makeup. It just gives a nice glow. Okay, guys, so this is what our makeup is looking like. I just want to tell you guys one thing. I added a little bit of this NYX Vivid Rich Mechanical Liner, and I should know the name of it. It's my favorite. Quartz Queen. Just to give the eyes a little more brightness. I think it woke up the face a little bit. So I'm going to give you my thoughts on this Danessa Myricks Colorfix Stix. Let me just tell you what lashes I have on before somebody asks me and I don't remember. I'll be like, I don't even know what lashes they were. So these are Amazon lashes, B19. I would have to get the link if anybody is interested in these, but these are like the perfect lashes for me. They are so good. Just as spiky like I like them, they wake my eyes up. If you notice that once I put a lash on, it really brought the look to life. So this is what the eyes are looking like, guys. When we first started, I was like, I don't know, like I feel like they're not really doing much for me. And I think that the shades are very muted shades. I feel like if you press down too hard, swiping the foils, it becomes like a rubbery type thing and it breaks apart. So you have to really go in and tap it out. I don't think that that's a bad thing. I just think that you can't press it too hard from what I see. And I tried it on several different color sticks. And to me, like, it did the same thing on like 2 of them. You know, you can definitely tap them in, but after a minute, like, I don't know if that's the top layer or what, but you guys saw how it kind of like coagulated. And it came off and then I tapped it in and it looks beautiful on the skin. Like, I think the skin looks really nice. I try not to make it too clownish because I want to be able to film at least one more video with this makeup on. I'm just going to say, like, I think that these are really nice. I'm just going to give an overall thing. It's not about any specific shade. In this video, let me tell you the shades that we use. And everything, guys, that I used on my face will be linked and listed below. But I wanted to just tell you what numbers I use because I tried to use as many of these as I could without looking too crazy. So these are the 5 that we used. I used duo number 1, duo number 6, duo number 4, duo number 2, and duo number 8. That's what we have on our face, guys. I think it looks really, really nice. Now, to me, I love all of the shades. I don't necessarily know that it would last all day because I'm looking at my lips. Like, I did the gold and then I put a lip gloss on it and a liner, and it kind of toned it down a little bit, which I think is good because it was really, really gold. But I love the goldness of it. It feels like nothing on the lip. It just feels like nothing. And when you put your gloss or whatever you put on, it just feels like lip gloss. It feels like nothing. So I'm excited for these. It gives a nice glow to the skin. It definitely wakes up any eye look, I can tell you that, especially with the foil on it. But it looks like what it looks like. Let me see if I do it on my cell phone, would it make a difference? And if it does, then I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see. That's what the eyes are looking like, guys. I don't know if you could see the sparkle. I'll probably be able to see it better when I'm editing, but that is what it's looking like. And I think that you can probably see it better. I'll put it on the screen so you can see what it looks like up close, what the skin is looking like up close. But I think everything looks good. To me, the shades are very muted. They're very muted. And I think that I prefer, if I had to say whether or not I prefer one or the other, I prefer the regular Colorfix more. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you can put as much pressure and as much product on as you want. And I feel like with the amount of product that comes in here and with the amount of swipes that you'll have to make to get it to be as deep as you may or may not want it, it wastes a lot of product. This is $38. You have a really nice, trendy, innovative component. But with the little tube, you get so much product in it for $20. So these are nice if you are a working makeup artist and you want to travel and you want something that's going to sparkle on your client's eyes. These are very nice. You got these 10 shades, well, these 20 shades, 10 metallics, 10 foils. I think it's wonderful for a kit. I think if you are a makeup connoisseur and you love a nice sparkly look, you can pick out one or two of the duos. You don't need all of them unless you just like color. A lot of them are very similar, but a lot of them are very different. So just know, guys, this is not the only video that I'm going to do with these Danessa Myricks Color Stick multi-use pigments. I'm going to be using them in other videos, but I wanted to just show you what it looks like. I wanted to get something out there because people were complaining, oh, you didn't put them on your eyes. I did put it on my eyes, but it was not a full look, and I did explain it in the last video why I didn't. I had makeup on and I just got them in the mail and I was super excited. I didn't want to wait to film, so I did film. I hope that you like this makeup look, guys. I think it looks very, very pretty. I think that you could do just about anything and add a good lash on and it's gonna be good. So in my opinion, I think that these are really nice. They're for a specific kind of person. Yeah, if you want to get it, I say go ahead and get it. But if you are a working makeup artist, I think you'll love these. If you are a makeup connoisseur and you love a sparkly eye every day, to me these show up better, in my opinion, than Patrick Todd did on my eyes. So yeah, I love them all. I'm going to keep them all. I'm going to try them all, and I'm going to share my opinion with you guys. And so far, I love them. I think they look gorgeous. With low light, you can really see. I'm going to take pictures of these eyes and show you. This is the eye with base on it. This is the eye with eyeshadow on it. To me, I think that it showed up a little bit more pronounced color-wise, a little more pigmented with shadow on under it. But you really can't tell the difference. Like if I didn't say, oh, I did this eye with shadow and this one without, you can't tell the difference. So I think that her claim of them being able to be used without something under it, I could see that. I never wear eyeshadow without a base, so it didn't make sense for me to do it without a base because to me, I have oily lids. I have oily skin, so I always put something down as a protective layer to keep my shadows on all day. But I really think this is gorgeous, guys. I had a question that I wrote down when I was doing my research and prepping for this video. Is it good for the lips? Yes, it is. If you like a sparkly lip or if you like a metallic lip, like if you want to go back, and I want to say it was 90s makeup where we used to wear like the golds and stuff. Yeah, you would love this. This is a beautiful gold, and you don't necessarily have to put lip gloss on. I just put the lip gloss on because I thought it was pretty. Now, I am going to do a short swatching all of the Colorfix Stix on my lips just to show you guys what it looks like, but it's very Galactic, very 90s looking, but I'm going to do that. To me, like all of the shadows showed up about the same. They all have a nice amount of pigment to them. They're not as pigmented as a Colorfix in the tube would be. I like the Colorfix tubes better than I like the sticks. And now I feel like I need to order at least one foil and one, I have a metallic. I need to order a foil and maybe another metallic. 2 foils and 2 metallics just so we can see like what the differences are. So I'm going to put an order in for that. And I don't know if they have something similar color-wise, but I think everything came out really nice, guys. Hopefully you like this video. If you have any questions about these Danessa Myricks Colorfix Stix that I did not answer in this video, please leave me a comment, and I have no issues answering the questions. If there's something that you want to see, a specific duo that you want to see me use, please leave it in the comment section, and I would love to do it for you guys. So that is it, guys. Everything that I use will be linked and listed below. You know, if you use my links, which I hope that you do because it keeps the channel going, I will definitely get a little bit of commission, which adds up, and it keeps me being able to buy $300 worth of Danessa Myricks eyeshadows. So I love you, my precious jewels. Thank you so much for watching. So that I know that you made it to the end, please put Colorfix in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, I will link another video on the screen just so you guys can continue watching. I have like almost 300 videos now. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, I love you, my precious jewels. I'll see you in the next video. Let me know your thoughts on this makeup. Are you going to purchase any of these duos. What are the next duos that you want to see me use in a video? Like I said, I didn't want to use all 7 sticks. It just was a bit much. Okay, so I have one more eye look that I want to do for you guys. I'm going to take these lashes off and I'm going to take the eyeshadow off because remember, it comes off with water. So sitting right here, I'm going to put some more water on this. Ooh. I'm spilling it everywhere. And let's see if it wipes off without messing up our eye look. And then I'm gonna just do another quick eye look because I want to show you that she said this comes off with water. And it does. Wow. Look. It's definitely coming off. So it is easy to remove. And we're gonna test this out and see if we can use this on the lids without anything. I'm not gonna put a base on the eyes. I'm gonna see how it shows up without the base. So we're gonna leave the eyes just like this. Whatever we get off, and we're gonna go over it and see. Okay. So for the most part, everything is off. Like it's a little something on it, but for the most part, everything is off. So we're gonna let these eyes dry a little bit. And I'm gonna put a metallic on first, then a shadow, then a shimmer. Because that's what I see. So this is what we're gonna use. We're gonna use duo number 6, and we're gonna use duo number 3. So let's see, this is what the 2 duos look like. I'm gonna use this metallic, which is shade Celeste, and I'm gonna put it all over the lid on both eyes. That looks good. That looks good, guys. And you know I like my shadow to be a little higher up, but that looks good. I'm gonna put a little bit more. This cooling sensation that it gives, it really has the feel of one of those metal applicators. Like that's what it feels like. Like look how easy that is. Now if you press too hard, it will ball up. But that could be because she said that these are different size pearls. Maybe I was digging too hard. Maybe I was, the pressure. You don't need a lot of pressure, I can tell you that, because too much pressure and it's not going to work out right. Yeah, and once you blend these, like once they dry down, there's no there's no moving it. Like it's where it's at. See what happens when you put too much pressure on them. So yeah. So this is the shade Magic Hour. It's a pretty gold. Yeah, that's a pretty shade. You know, I like to take my shadow up high. So again, if you put too much pressure on it, it definitely, like too much product comes off at one time and it becomes a bit much. Let's try the foil. This is Aurora Radiance. I'm gonna take it out here and see what happens. These you really have to tap lightly because if you don't, it's like they are coming apart. I don't know if you can see that. See that? Like it's like they're coming apart. Yeah, I don't know, guys. So you can't really blend them out per se, but look how messy it gets. Like, look at that. Oh, let me put some on the other side. I was so disgusted. Just look at how messy that is. Yeah, no. I just, They definitely dry down quick, guys, because if you look at that, it's very hard to get it to come off. Okay, let me try the other foil. Okay, so this one is the shade Nova. We're gonna put this on our lid. I'm gonna take this Moon Dust shade and just, I'm not changing the makeup, so I know like the face makeup. I just wanted to show you what these other two duos look like. I'm gonna go back into this foil one more time. This one called Nova. Yeah, I guess, you know, you have to be very, very light-handed with these guys, because the more now, if you were a person that, it says that it's no fallout, but I don't know how, I guess that's all right. Yeah, I'm gonna put my lashes back on and see what I think about it once the lashes are on. I think I may have these lashes on backwards. I think they're opposite the way that they were with the other look. So this is what the eyes are looking like, guys. I guess it looks nice for what it's worth. It says it's no fallout. I don't think that's true. I see like a little something on my face. So I think it was. Oh, you know what? I did put the other eyeshadow on, but I don't think that that eyeshadow should have been giving me fallout like that. This is what the second look is looking like, guys, just because I wanted to show you what the other two duos are looking like. I'm not 100% sold on these, and I love Danessa Myricks, don't get me wrong. I'm going to order her foils. I'm gonna order some foils. I'm gonna order some foils, and I'm gonna order some metallics, and we're gonna try those versus these and see which one is the best, because I'm not 100% sold on this. I'm gonna put the order in today, guys, but I mean, the makeup looks nice. I love the makeup. I think the makeup looks nice. I'm just not 100% happy with these products, and I bought them with the intent of keeping them. So I'm gonna test out the other ones just to see which formula is best, and I'll let you guys know. You know, I will not steer you wrong. Like, as much as I want to like them, I have to like them in order for me to sell them to you guys. In order for me to come out and be like, I love these. These are it. I think they're nice. I think that the foils are very soft. They're so soft that if you put too much pressure on it, it starts to rub off. Like I told you in the first video, it feels like a rubbery kind of product. So you could blend it out, but it doesn't give you a lot of blend time. So maybe I'm putting too much pressure on it. I don't think so. I'm tapping it, and then it's just really falling apart. I'm sorry. That's what I get from it. We're going to keep playing with these and see, but I'm definitely going to order some in the tube, and then I'm going to let you guys know what my thoughts are. Okay.